Overflows.
Guided meditation flowing with existential energy. Meditation happens spontaneously once you know how to remain unoccupied, that is all. Indeed, the whole trick of meditation is how to remain unoccupied. Then you cannot do anything. The meditation with flower. But this does not happen because of inner state of chaos, conflict, and misery. Man is ignorant and blind, and he wants to remain ignorant and blind forever, because to come inwards looks like entering a state of chaos and misery. And it is so. Inside you have created a chaos and conflict. Because of this inner state, energy gets stuck at a particular center and finds it difficult to continue the movement towards the dissolution in cosmic source of energy. You have to encounter it and go through it with courage to be oneself, and courage to move up inwards. With courage, trust, love, and freedom, he approaches an awakened one. This process is the beginning of guided meditation. The energy can be directed in different ways. Master can direct the energy through silent communion or use the words as carrier for the transfer of this energy. Meditation is adventure, the greatest adventure the human mind can undertake. Meditation is just to be, no action, no thought, no emotion. You are there and it is sheer delight. The first step towards meditation begins with your body. Remember, whatever negative feelings you may have about your body and existential bioenergy and its various forms that others have imprinted on you, drop them. This is what has become the cause of inner conflict and misery. The body is just an instrument in the material as well as a spiritual world. It is innocent. It can provide you the opportunity to transform this energy and move forward. Love is the subtle energy human body is composed of. Love makes you meditative if it is on the right track, and meditation makes you loving if it is on right lines. You are love. Love is not dependent on the object of love. Instead, love is the essence and the radiation of your subjectivity, a radiation of your soul, your state of innerness, and the vaster the radiation, greater is your soul. Love is the energy within. In its frozen form, it is known as sex energy and creates chaos when coupled with egocentric identities and your understanding. This is existential bioenergy you are born with. You have to allow this energy to move freely. Ordinarily, this energy moves away from you towards things, targets, objects. In the outer world, the energy is moving away from you, hence you feel empty. The energy goes away and never comes back. And you go on throwing away the energy. By and by, you feel dissipated and frustrated. Nothing comes back. By and by, you start feeling empty. The energy is just oozing out with every act and each thought on a moment to moment basis every day. And then comes death. Death is nothing else but that you are exhausted and spent. Each individual, the body comes with the interaction of ovum and sperm, the two energies, the male and female. So too, in their subtle form, these energies are anima and animus. Psychologically, they are known as positive mind and negative mind, or left side of the brain and the right side of the brain, or according to Sanatan Sanskriti, Shiva and Shakti. There does not remain a coordination. They do not move in harmony with one another. They have not dissolved into one another. So this creates, in the absence of this harmony, many things mushroom within you, various kinds of nafs, egocentric identities, and other things. The greatest miracle in life is to understand this and to turn energy towards home within. It is turning in, it is tuning in. It is not that you leave the world, you live in the world. There is no need to leave anything or go somewhere else. You live in the world, but in a totally different way, with a totally different understanding. Now you live in the world, but you remain centered in yourself. So energy does not dissipate, instead it is conserved, and you have learned the process of recharging your energy. Just as when you buy a laptop or a phone, it comes with an initial charge and a charger. You are asked to continue to charge the battery and never let its charge fall below a certain limit. And focus on the health of the battery. So is the case with the inner. When you were in mother's womb, you had been connected to her through the umbilical cord, and you were nourished and energized. Now that once you are born, that connection is severed. You have to establish a conscious connection with the cosmic womb so that the energy comes into you, it filters, conserves. So breathing becomes an important tool. Your solar plexus is an important source that filters the energy, connects you to the cosmic source of energy, just like your charger and the block. Both are necessary. And when this energy is conserved, solar plexus helps to distribute this energy throughout the various centers, and it begins to flow. First, the way the energy is, it needs to melt from its frozen form to the fluid form. From the very beginning, meditation has been a guided process that takes one into the state of being and remaining unoccupied. When you are unoccupied, the energy is conserved and begins to flow towards the center. On one's own, it is difficult to direct the energy within. For this to begin, trust, love, and freedom are needed on the part of the seeker. The moment one develops that, a communion, a channel is open between the seeker and the master. The master's energy beyond time and space flows towards the seeker, and he is constantly in communion, and with that the battery remains completely charged. The process begins with the movement of energy. Energy cannot begin movement unless it begins to change its form from frozen to fluid state first, and then from fluid to the vapors. The energy freezes because of ego, egocentric identities, inner wounds, chaos, misery, nafs, lower emotions, and disharmony. This is the situation of each one of us. When the journey of life, love, and light began, the author mentions that her life was full of chaos and conflict within. Through the communion, that state change. It is like you bought a piece of self-assembly furniture. Assembling the furniture is easy, but if you are not familiar with the process, you will find it difficult to assemble as compared to the one who knows and is familiar with the process. The master is familiar with the entire process. It is like electrical energy that is transformed through the bulb into light energy, and there is illumination. When energy is directed by the master towards the seeker to work on a particular center, and when energy, where the energy is stuck, this process of transfer of energy is or tawajjuh, with energy directed for a specific purpose, the process of transformation of the energy begins. Hazrat Maulana Fazl Ahmad Khan had once mentioned to Lalaji, and two of them went to meet a person. That person got his energy disturbed, and he was kept in cage, naked. He was running behind women, and when that was not possible, he started running behind animal. So when Maulana Fazl Ahmad Khan and Lalaji reached, the boy could not recognize them, and Maulana Fazl Ahmad Khan told Lalaji to direct the energy from this particular center to that particular center where the energy is stuck, the lower emotions, the earth center and the water center, and also alternately and to the solar plexus, so that the energy begins to melt and flow. This process continued one session, two sessions, and when the third session the two went, the boy recognized him and played and gave his regard for the two. At this, Maulana Fazl Ahmad Khan said that he went into the company of a wrong master who could not transform his energy, and it got stuck, and this is the situation with this person. And this is in short, and this will continue as I explain the significance of guided meditation in coming sessions.